This presentation will assist you with the MSA 698 library resources available to you from Central Michigan University Library. This presentation will cover the MSA research guides, searching article databases, APA assistance, and the Writing Center. From your Blackboard home course shell, you should see a link to library resources. Clicking the link on the left side in the menu will give you access to the library. It should take you to the MSA Resources Research Guide. If you are on the main CMU Libraries webpage, to get to the MSA Research Guide, go to the quick links and click Research Guides. This will take you to a listing of choices under MSA Resources, and you will choose MSA Resources. The MSA Resources Guide has tabs which link to find article databases that you will use to locate articles for your papers, a tab to the APA Style Help Guides, and a tab to other MSA guides, MSA 601, 602, 603, 604, etc. The MSA 695 project equals 5 scholarly in-depth research papers. Paper 1 for MSA 601, Paper 2, MSA 603, Paper 3, MSA 604, and Paper 4 covering topics from MSA 602, and then the final critical analysis paper and presentation. The MSA Resources Guide has a tab to other MSA guides. You see the arrow, and if you click that tab, it will take you to the list of all of the guides related to MSA. You would select 601, 602, 603, and 604 to assist you with the papers that you are writing for those courses within MSA 698. For example, if you were to click the MSA 601 link, it would take you to the MSA 601 guide, where again you would find articles, books, and so on. But more importantly, there's a tab to Research Tips. Click that tab, Research Tips, and there you will see useful search terms to use in conjunction or to combine with your main research topic. So for example, if your research topic were human resource management, you could select any of these topics that were covered in the MSA 601 course and combine them with your main term, human resource management, to provide a search to locate articles for the MSA 601 paper for MSA 698. Here's a tip to help you with the literature review, kind of a review before you actually get into the databases to start searching. Back on the MSA Resources main guide, you see the tab Literature Review, which takes you to the Literature Review Research Question tab to help you develop your research question. For example, as we said, if your main topic is human resource management, and then you're combining some of the other terms that were listed within the MSA 601 research tips, you might need a little help in combining them. So we have provided concept mapping. Here are a couple of examples. You would take your main topic, as it shows in the middle, related to your concentration, and then you would combine your main topics, such as human resource management, with the topics that were covered in 604, 601, 603, 602. For example, again, this is MSA 601. Let's say that your main topic was human resource management. The other topics surrounding it are topics that were covered in MSA 601. So you would take those topics, or one or two of those topics that were covered in MSA 601, and combine them with your main topic, human resource management. For the last paper, the synthesis, conclusions, and recommendations paper, you would take all of the ideas from the 4 classes, combine them, and analyze and write your paper. And on the literature review guide, there's also a synthesis tab to show you or instruct you on how to synthesize and apply all of your topics. Let's see how it works. Let's say that you are on the MSA 601 guide. You click the tab Research Tips. You decided that yes, my main concentration topic is human resource management, and I want to use one of the topics that we covered or were covered in your MSA 601 class. For example, like strategic planning. You would arrow down to the bottom and select a database so that you could search for your articles. This would take you back to the MSA Resources Guide, because before you search for an article, you might want to limit the database or journal article index that you use by your topic. For example, if you're in business and management, here are the databases that you would use listed under the Find Articles, Business and Management link or tab. But let's say you're in health administration. So you would click the Health Administration tab instead, and there you see Health Business Elite, Cumulative Index to Nursing and Allied Health, Medline, databases or journal article indexes that are more suitable for health administration topics. Or if you're in criminal justice, like police or fire, you would click the tab Criminal Justice to access the criminal justice databases. Again, that's criminal justice, police, and fire. If you're in the military, we have a military tab under Find Articles as well. This links to the Military and Government Collection, the Military and Intelligence Database. Basically, you have a full selection of different databases based on your subject. Then you would click the link of the database of your choice to get to the journal article database to search for your articles. This is just a quick background on what makes a journal scholarly. You might just want to peruse some of the requirements for a journal that is scholarly and a journal that is also professional, specific to your industry, and of course you will not want to use the popular magazines. Once you click the link to access the journal database of your choice, you may be asked to log in with your CMU Global ID and password. You'll want to use keywords. You'll want to use quotations for terms that have more than one word, such as strategic planning. Once you put in your terms, view your results, look and find an article that looks perfect, and look to see what headings they assigned to that article, and then do the search again using the article terms that were assigned to that article to get more on your topic. Okay, this is one of the databases. It's called ProQuest is the publisher, ABI Inform Global is the database, and as I mentioned back in the concept map, human resource management may be your main concentration topic, but here is a term from MSA 601 that you can combine with that topic, strategic planning, typed in quotes, it's more than one word. Don't worry about limiting to full text or peer-reviewed or checking those boxes, because we're going to refine after we click search. If you have more than one term, or you need more than 2 search boxes, you can click the plus that says add a row. And at the bottom, publication dates. I know that MSA 698 has a date range based on your instructor's instructions. So you can change the date and limit the date range by clicking the down arrow next to all dates. Then click search. And there you will see a listing of journal articles on your topic. You will refine your results on the left-hand side, and this applies to just about every database. It's either on the left or the right, but there should be boxes to allow you to refine your results. The first box shows relevance. This is an example where a student did not search or change the date range. And the first article listed in the middle is from 1982. So to change that, you would go over to the right. It would say relevance, click the down arrow, highlight most recent first, and then click the sort button. And then the articles in the middle will rearrange and give you the most current articles first. Back to the left side, you can limit and ask for peer-reviewed only. Again, the articles in the middle will rearrange and give you only peer-reviewed. And then on the left again, under source type, you can click scholarly to get only scholarly, and trade, meaning those articles that are specific to your field but still will have scholarly information based on your industry. If you click that link, it will give you a listing in the middle rearranged by trade or scholarly only. If I decide or see an article that or that you like, click abstract details in the middle, and it will give you detailed information about the article. The first thing to notice is the journal citation, which is what you will use to cite the article in your paper. So that's the title of the article, the authors, title of the journal, volume, issue, year, and pages. Below that, you see that it is available in full text, and I have a box highlighted that says references 47. That means that this article has cited 47 additional articles or books in its reference list or bibliography that you can also use and cite, and I will show you how to find those in a little later. Below that, in the middle, you see the abstract or the summary of the article. On the right-hand side, download PDF is what you will use to download the full text of the article. And then down on the bottom right, if you want to see what terms were assigned to this article, click the link, search with indexing terms, and you'll see what what terms were assigned to this article if you want to find more like it. But to download PDF, just click download PDF, and you'll see the full text of the article, just as if you scanned it or Xeroxed it, and you would either download or print the article. What happens if you try to download or print the article and you get a proxy error saying that the article is not available or you cannot have access to the article? What you need to do is clear your computer cache or your history. Here are the instructions for any browser. Just click Shift Delete. This will bring up Control Shift Delete. This will bring up a box to clear your cache or your history, your cookies, and then click the article again, and you will get the article or get access to the article. If you try to download an article and you are asked for a password, then contact the librarian. These articles are free as long as you have entered your global ID, your CMU global ID and password. Okay, now what happens if you find an article like these two, number 3 and number 5, where you do not see any indication of full text at all? As you notice, number 4 has a link to full text, but numbers 3 and number 5 do not. So you'll click on Find It, and it will tell you if the library owns the article and you can download it, or if it doesn't own the article, how you can get it. So clicking on Find It at CMU, in this case, it took me directly to the publisher's website. You'll notice the 2 arrows at the bottom. There is the full text PDF on the left. And on the right, you notice that the lock is unlocked. If you were out Googling on your own without having gone through CMU, the lock would be locked and it would ask you for a credit card. We don't want you to do that. Come through CMU and get direct access to the publisher's website and the article. However, if you click on Find It at CMU and it's not available, it will take you to our Smart Search database, where you will be able to request the article by clicking Request. I think it might also say Get This For Me at this point, but either Get This For Me or Request from Another Library will open up your personal documents on demand account. Every current CMU student has an account. The account will open up automatically on your computer. It will be pre-formed, already completed with the author, title, etc. You just click submit, and our Documents on Demand department will work on getting that article for you and emailed to you within 24 to 48 hours if possible. This again is the main library webpage. I just wanted to see the direct link to Documents on Demand if you ever need to get in touch with them. What happens is Documents on Demand will send you an email when your article is ready with a link to your account. Your account will open. You'll go to the bottom on the left-hand side and view or download the electronic articles that have been ordered for you, and you see they are in PDF and they can stay in your account box for 30 days. If you have questions about that, just ask a librarian and we can go into more detail for you. Okay, remember that article that had the 47 references? Let's say that this was a really good article and you want to see if you can use the references that were listed at the end of this person's article. So how do I find copies of the references listed at the end of this article? You go back to the MSA resources page, which is your main guide, and look for the link that says Find a Specific Article. It's under the Find Articles tab. Click on Find a Specific Article, and that will take you to what we call the citation linker to allow you to put in the article title, year, volume, etc., so that you can access that article. If it is available from CMU, it'll take you directly to the publisher's page, and just like you saw before, you can download it. If it's not available, it will take you to the page that says get this for me or request from another library, just like we just saw, and Documents on Demand will get the article for you. Sometimes students do like to use Google. So if you do, we recommend that you use Google Scholar. And back again on your MSA Resources Guide, we have a tab under Find Articles with detailed instructions on how to tailor Google Scholar to locate articles that are owned by CMU. So if you were to click Google Scholar, it would take you to the Google Scholar Instructions Guide and show you step by step how to set up Google Scholar on your computer to access articles that are owned by CMU. Okay. Now that you've gotten your articles and you're synthesizing and ready to write, we have a guide that will help you with writing help. The guides are available under the APA Style Help tab on all of the MSA guides. So on whichever MSA guide you're on, 601, 2, 3, 4, etc., look for the APA Style Help tab and it will take you directly to the Writing Help guide. This is just a page from the entire guide. You notice the guide also has general writing help, the CMU Writing Center, the literature review, and so on, and also plagiarism information. But we're focusing on the APA style help. In the middle, you see links to guides to help you with APA. At the bottom, there's a sample APA citation. Make sure to take note of it because there are certain qualifications that you need or criteria that you need when citing a document in APA. For example, the title of the article, only the first letter of the first word is capitalized unless it's a proper noun. Also, the title of the journal, like Nursing Science Quarterly, is typed in italics. So you can find out more about that using these guides that are listed, such as the General APA Guidelines, OWL at Purdue, which is the online writing lab at Purdue. Here's how it looks. Okay, the online writing lab at Purdue. The left-hand side is kind of the table of contents. If you were to click the link, it would take you to more detailed information about how to cite and how it looks when you cite. This is an example of your reference list, an article from an online periodical, which is what you are using when you search and access journal articles from our online journal article databases. The OWL at Purdue. We also have on our MSA writing APA Writing Help Guide, on the left side, there was a tab that you might have seen that said Citation Generators. And what a citation generator is, it allows you to basically type in your information and the generator will help you format it. Here's an example of NightCite. You would say that I'm using APA, tell NightCite that it's a journal. The boxes will move and allow you to input as much information as possible. But after you have put in the information and click submit, definitely go back to the OWL at Purdue or an APA manual of some type to make sure that your formatting is correct. NightCite is pretty much foolproof, but you do have to check to make sure that the title is correct in small letters or small and only the first letter capped. The italicization is usually right, but you definitely have to check on indentation. So it's a great source, but you just want to make sure by going back looking at the OWL at Purdue or some type of APA manual source. We also have a writing center. It's not the library. It's the English department that's located within the library, and that writing center will help you. It's online with pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and polishing. It's a free service to all CMU students. You can submit up to 10 pages at a time for any class. Submissions are returned within 2 business days. But remember that it's an on-campus department, so they're on the on-campus schedule. So if there are any breaks or closings, the writing center is closed just like the campus. But it's an excellent source. On the same APA style or writing help guide that we just previously used, you'll see there's also a tab that says CMU Writing Center. Click that tab. Under the CMU Writing Center tab, use line number 2. If you take classes online or away from the Mount Pleasant campus, click here, and there it will take you to a page to show you how to submit your paper to the CMU Writing Center. Again, it's an on-campus part of the English department, and they can help you polish up your paper within 2 business days. How can a librarian help you with MSA 698? Well, besides this recording, we can help you find scholarly articles on your topic for each of your 4 papers. We can help you identify the best database or journal article database to use and the correct search terms. We can help you construct search strategies. Basically, what do I type into the boxes to get the search boxes to get exactly what I need. And we provide some assistance with citing sources, but for the most part, the Writing Center is the place to go. But if you want a librarian to help you, you can go to the main CMU Library page and click on Ask a Librarian. This gives you several ways to work with a librarian. If you have a quick question on the left side, use the chat box and chat with us. If you have a more detailed question, use the Ask a Librarian form. Arrow down, complete the form, arrow down to the bottom and ask for a confirmation, and you will receive a confirmation saying that a librarian has your question and is working on it and will get back with you. Or if you feel you need more in-depth help, you can ask for a library consultation, which is a one-on-one consultation with a librarian. In your case, as online students, you should schedule your consultation with the distance librarians. Otherwise, you can ask a librarian, call, email, text. But for a one-on-one library consultation, click on Ask a Librarian, go down to Contact the CMU Libraries, and click on Schedule a Consultation, Distance Librarians. This will take you to the schedule. You can select by date and whichever librarian is available. Right now it seems to be me and Julie, but there are four of us. And select a date and a time, and we will be able to work with you one-on-one. Depending on who you select, let's say, for example, if you select a date that I, Monica Craig, is available, a box will pop up and tell you how I can work with you. I'll be happy to assist you. One-on-one consultations are up to 60 minutes long. Please indicate where you would like to meet. I'm located in the Metro Detroit area, and I can meet you at any of the centers listed there. Otherwise, online, and I can send you a link to my WebEx room or by telephone. And I can walk and talk with you on the telephone while you're on your computer and I'm on my computer to help you with your papers. Again, I'm just one of the four. Based on our schedules, we'll be happy to work with you one-on-one. If there are any questions, you can go to the CMU Library webpage and click on Ask a Librarian using the online form. You can chat with us. You can text us if you have a quick question, or call us at 989-774-3470. Good luck with MSA 698. Feel free to contact us if you have additional questions.